Good afternoon, everybody. Well, oh, quite the change in my mood from yesterday. The New York Mets are heading to the postseason in 2024. Wow, what a roller coaster of emotions. I mean, for most of the game, Spencer Swellenbach mowing him down, 7 innings, just absolutely mowed the Mets down. They looked hapless, they looked lifeless. I'm like, here we go again. It was the house of misery. And then all of a sudden, in the eighth inning, all it takes was a leadoff double by Alvarez and pull up Schwellenbach, and then the Braves bullpen struggled. And then we put up a six spot, capped off by Nimmo's 2-run home run, just playing small ball, doing it right, and then Nimmo with the killer 2-run home run in the eighth inning. And then I'm like, okay, I was finishing up my work day, and the game was on in the background. I was home, working from home today, and kind of multitasking. But but I mean, the game. I said I had the game on in the background, and pulled myself away from the emotion. I once it was 3-0 at the fourth, I actually turned it off for several innings, and then just for curiosity, checked it out in the eighth, and I was mentally prepared that we would have to win game two to get to the playoffs, which is never easy in Atlanta. For some reason, just the franchise doesn't win there. So, in the this one feels so good. This one feels really good. Just to be able to overcome this, but it wasn't without drama, because in the eighth inning, I'm like, this is probably going to be one of those games where drama incurs, and lo and behold, I didn't even want really. After it was 6-3, I kind of followed it a little bit on the bottom of the eighth as I was finishing up my workday, and 4-run bottom of the eighth inning by Atlanta, and I'm like, here we go again. The goddamn freaking house of misery strikes again, and you could put the 2024 map with 2022, with 1999, 1998. And I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again with the Atlanta Braves. But ninth inning, I'm like, oh God, I mean, Diaz made a bad play. Like I said, I just saw the highlight where he failed to cover the base and then gave up a bases clearing double with a 2-out bases clearing double, and it just wasn't looking good. Wasn't looking good at all. But here we are. We're in the ninth inning. Alvarez, 1 out, pop up, uneventful. Marte down was 0-2, fights his way, gets a base hit, and then the MVP of the league, and my personal MVP, because I'm going to be biased, Francisco Lindor, steps in and hits a 2-run home run to put the Mets back on top. And I'm thinking, okay, that's probably good. Probably going to be a 1-run lead in the ninth, and sure and behold, it was. And then I'm like, oh, Diaz is going back out there after throwing so many pitches, and I'm like, oh my God, here we go. I wasn't. I celebrated the Lindor home run temporarily, but I'm like, this is far from over. First pitch, Olsen pop out. I'm like, okay, still wasn't celebrating, because then the second guy, Eli White, I think his name is, gets a base hit, steals second. I'm like, here we go. And then, the guy before whoever it was, I can't think of the guy's name because it's an Atlanta Brave. But after the guy Eli White, I only know him because he got on base. Strikes out, tough battle with Diaz. The guy's throwing over 100 pitches the last 2 days, and I'm like, can this guy ride adrenaline for one more out? And the script was set for ex-Met Travis d'Arnaud wearing a Brave uniform to come in and ruin the Mets. And oof. When he hit that ground ball and Pete to Lindor and over to Pete, I'm like, oh my God. I breathed a huge sigh of relief. I was screaming. I was happy. And we're off to the playoffs. So we may only get 2 extra games out of this, but this was a monumental win, monumental stepping stone for the Mets. Whatever happens from here is gravy, and this sets up hopefully better things and beyond for 2025 going. But we're in the playoffs. Hey, we're in the playoffs, and we don't want to be done yet. So, anyways, the Jets still stink. But hey, right now, I'm riding high on the Mets. So let's go. And then we got hockey and basketball coming up soon. Should hopefully be excitement for both the Knicks and the Rangers this year. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyways, OMG, LFGM. Let's go.